Hello everyone, it's Diddy Dude here, and we're back to Ace Attorney, where we're continuing on with the trial. A pretty exciting trial as we defend Phoenix Wright, and we're doing it alone this time. No Grossberg to help us, we're just taking on Winston Payne head on, and destroying his confidence, and making him start Winston Payne more often. Court will now reconvene. Mr. Wayne, please call your witness. This next person is someone who witnessed a crime as it happened. Oh shit, I've been realizing, guys. Oh wait, did I curse a little too early in the video? Whoopsies! Anyways, now that we censored that curse that might have been a little too early, let me just say something. I always forget to say this in my Let's Play videos, but make sure to hit that like button, everyone, and subscribe! I know when you're binge watching this stuff, it's very easy to forget that, but please, hitting that like button is like, I need that. I need you to hit the like button. I need this channel to sustain. Please do that, guys. Please. I know the video barely started, but I'm gonna forget if I don't tell you that. So hit that like button. Shut up, dude. Oh fuck. I'm sorry, Winston Payne. See, I cursed a little later. See, I'm a better YouTuber. I curse later. Okay, I can keep us monetized. You're not even monetized. You don't even have 1,000 subscribers. God damn it. Shut up, Winston Payne. I'll get monetized soon, Winston Payne. Shut up! Sorry, why? Oh wait, I was telling you to shut up. You can't tell me to shut up. Listen up! The next person is someone who witnessed a crime as it happened. You mean someone who did the crime as it happened? Shut up! Okay, fine. The prosecution calls Miss Dahlia Hawthorne to the stand. Oh, she looks... Oh, look at her. How could she be a psychopath? See, even he's being enchanted by her. What's with this stiff silence? Oh no, Winston Payne, you're not getting stiff down there, are you? In my long career as a judge, I have been deceived by many witnesses. It's my job to doubt, to take no one at their word. Judge, no. But in your case, I must admit that you radiate a glow of complete sincerity. I mean, look, she has butterflies all around her. Why would butterflies hang around a psychopath? I can't believe he actually said that. Stop sweating for her. Ow, now then, witness, could you please state your full name? Okay, I don't need to give her such an unflattering voice. Remember, she's a psychopath. I gotta make her sound... Gotta give her such a gentle voice that when she does psychopathic stuff, it hits harder. Don't worry, sweetie. There's no need to be nervous. If anyone says anything rude, you can be sure I'll cut them right down to size. My size! Of course, it'll be shorter than my size when I see you. Shut up, Payne. Fine, I'll shut up this time. Exactly. And I'll bash them with my gavel. I love how they look straight at me when they say that. Okay, Mia. First of all, your sister's more attractive, okay? I think Maya is the most attractive of you. Oh, okay. But I mean, that's because of, like, mostly because of personality, but physically, I think you're more attracted to Dahlia, okay? Like, look at her. I don't really trust her, but you, Mia, you're like... I'm more attracted to you, Mia, and I'm more attracted... I'm more attracted to the Faye sisters than I'm with Dahlia, okay? Look at her. She's... Okay, fine, she's kind of attractive. But no, she had to show off her shoulders to be attractive, okay? She needs costume. Mia looks really hot in a suit. And I sound like a fucking simp. I mean, I simp for Maya, but now I sound even weirder when I say that Mia looks hot in a suit, so I gotta stay quiet now. Thank you for calming my nerves. You're all so nice. I almost feel right at home. Okay, when she stares at you like that looks so sincere. But remember, she's a psychopath. Don't trust her. Not at all! It was nothing! This case is gonna traumatize Winston Payne, okay? This is why he's gonna start wincing in pain once I expose what a psychopath she is. If we may move on now, what is your full name and occupation? My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I'm a junior in literature at Ivy University. I have a literature club of my very own, and I killed the redhead that was there. Oh my gosh, Dahlia, you killed Sayori? Yep, you are a psychopath. I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence. Okay, she does have a very good smile when she does that. Remember, she's a psychopath though, she's been practicing this. The honor's all mine! No, the honor's all mine! Well, we know whose milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Oh my gosh, Mia, I never knew you had such dirty metaphors. Sir? Is there something I can help you with? Just go on and say whatever's in your mind. I'm sure that there must be some kind of mistake. Feeny wouldn't kill anyone. I just know it. Yes, yes. I can see why you'd say that. I mean, it gives me a not-guilty verdict, but still. She's going to be a tough witness, alright. It only took her 12 seconds to wrap them all around her little finger. Ooh, thank God we didn't have Grossberg here too, or else Grossberg might have been working against me. Now then, please proceed with your testimony. Let's hear about what you witnessed on the day of the incident, if you please. I mean, she does look kind of cute. No, do it. She's a psychopath. Okay. She's a psychopath. I had been planning to go over to Feeney's place after class was over. What do you mean by Feeney's place? You don't make them jealous. You want to be a psychopath, don't you? No, but then you make them jealous, and that'll help you intertwine them around your finger even more. I see what you're doing, Dahlia. You're trying to make them jealous by saying you were going to go to Feeney's place. Feeny and Dougie. Okay, Feeny and Dougie. How do you say that? Dougie? Doogie. Feeny and Doogie. Feeny and Doogie. They're talking behind the building. Then suddenly, Doogie got all wobbly and just collapsed. That's when Feeny noticed that I was there. I went to go and find some other students and they called the authorities. I don't know what to say. According to you, Miss Hawthorne, the defendant didn't do anything wrong. Young lady, as old as I am, even I recall how hot the flames of young passion can burn. We're trying to flirt with her or not? Nevertheless, it is my job to discover the truth. Please, tell me the truth. Tell us the truth. But I would never. That's more than enough, witness. I won't allow this to continue. What do you mean by that? Please, just let me proceed my cross-examination, Your Honor. I, for one, don't plan to win my case on a bunch of paper-thin lies. Hee hee. You haven't changed a bit, Mia Fey. You really are a psychopath. What this? So you two are acquainted? Yes, we've met before. Once. In any case, Miss Fey, the floor is all yours. It's good to see you again, Madam Fey. Madam? I'm no one's grandma yet, girly. She's trying to be French, okay? Come on. Okay. No, she's not saying Madam Fey. She's trying to say Madame Fey. I like it. That doesn't really help. Okay. I am planning to go back to Feeney's place after class was over. Hold it! Nah, unless I'm mistaken, Mr. Wright is in the art department. If that's the case, then what were you doing by the pharmacology building? Well, I'm in the literature department. I'm studying Japanese Sanryu poetry. Oh, how wonderful! It's that humorous yet satirical style of haiku. Yes, this is your average Californian, you know. Everyone in California knows exactly what Hawthorne just said. I don't know, what did she say again? Nothing left to do. When a man reaches this age, sleep is his best friend. Nothing left to do. When a man reaches... Okay, I guess it is a haiku. That's supposed to be poetry? Sounds more like a midlife crisis. For me to get to the art department, I have to walk to the back area. Oh, yes, I see. That makes sense. When I want to enter the courthouse, I always walk through the front doors. How else would you enter? Teleportation? Feeny and Doogie, they are talking behind the building. Also, I noticed that she has a Magatama too. Mia. So, who is this Doogie person? Because she's been dead for so long, I never noticed that. Maybe she only has it now, because she still has her, like, spiritual medium roots. Oh, I'm sorry. Doog Swallow. We were dating until about 8 months ago. So what were Doogie, Mr. Swallow and Mr. Wright talking about anyway? How can you be so mean? I would never eavesdrop. I wasn't raised to be so rude and unrefined. That's right, Miss Faye! Don't try to witness down to your level. Why am I being demonized here? Please, go on. What do you see next? Then suddenly, Doogie got all wobbly and just collapsed. Hold it! Are you saying that the victim just collapsed on his own? Yes. In other words, the defendant never touched the victim. Is that right? I was watching the whole time. Feeny never did a thing to Doogie. If I press her for no good reason, I just know the judge will get angry with me. So what should I do about her testimony just now? I mean, no, because no, because he got electrocuted, right? She just said he fainted, right? People's lives are not very becoming, Miss Hawthorne, so let's drop him, shall we? What? I would never... Objection! Miss Faye! I will not allow you to badger this witness! You can badger other witnesses, but not this one. I believe the defense is engaged in a fishing expedition. Oh yeah, Mia, keep doing the stare. That is her. She has no supporting. Oh yeah, keep doing that stare. Please don't glare at me like that. I'm just doing my job. Oh yeah, this is where he starts wincing in pain. Now then, Miss Hawthorne. The defendant's palm print was found on Miss Swallow's leather jacket. It has already been shown that Mr. Wright did in fact push the victim. What? There's no need to try to cover for the defendant. It would be much better if you came out and told us the whole truth. There's nothing to worry about, young lady. Just tell us everything that you saw. Yes, Your Honor. I will, if you don't mind. I just like to revise my testimony. Looks like you're finally getting somewhere. Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie. Dougie, I see Dougie. Okay. You didn't see it? Well, I saw the moment when Dougie fell to the ground. And at that time, there was only two of them at the scene. Okay, maybe I need to pay attention because the contradiction was that Dougie just fainted. Feeny never touched him. So, Phoenix never touched him. I'm getting influenced by Dahlia like Mia got influenced. Okay. I gotta pay attention, okay, so I can point out the right contradictions. I thought she was talking about how he just died on his own. No. And at that time, there was only the two of them at the scene. The defendant, Phoenix Wright, and the victim, Duke Swallow. Yes, that's right. It didn't look like they were fighting, and I didn't hear anything unusual either. So then, what did it look like they were doing to you? I thought they were having a nice, friendly afternoon conversation. Oh, give me a break! That's why I really wasn't watching them all that closely. Did you notice anything out of the ordinary at all? No, nothing at all, Mr. Judge. Oh, I like the sound of that. Mr. Judge. Now then, please proceed with your testimony. I went to go and find some other students and they called the authorities. Oh yeah. When you say students, do you mean students from the pharmacology department? Yes. They're all very fond of their drugs. Please try to stay on topic. So to find some pharmacology students, you went to the labs, correct? That's what I was planning to do. But in the end, I wound up not going. A group of about 10 research students came running out of the building entrance. Somehow, they all seemed to know what was going on. The students knew what was going on? I'll press for more details. But how could the students have known what's going on? Well, I don't know for sure that they knew what had happened. They all seemed kind of excited about something. It doesn't look like I'm going to get any more info about the students. So did the students call the police? Yes, I was so panicked. Yes, well anyone would have been, my dear. That girl, she's telling a super obvious lie and she knows it. She's just pretending to protect Mr. Wright. Yes, that's gotta be it. Way to go, Mia. Okay, that means I'm going to have to dig deep to find a contradiction on this one. Okay. Nothing here. They're talking behind the building, yeah. Push, okay. I didn't hear anything unusual either. What is Phoenix's testimony? Okay. What is the newspaper clicking anyways? Murder in the courthouse. Very little information is being disclosed at this time, since the victim of yesterday's incident in the district courthouse cafeteria is said to have been a lawyer. However, the police are questioning a 19-year-old female college student who was sitting with the victim. She is such a psychopath. She's gonna kill Phoenix next. Oh my gosh. Okay. She really is trouble. Goddamn. So that's why he broke up with her. Oh. There's a loud sound when it happened. I didn't hear anything unusual later. There's the loud sound though. Oh yeah! You say you didn't hear anything unusual. Is that correct? Yes. That's why I was very relaxed, looking at the scenery around me. Oh yeah, Mia. That's nice, but I find that just a little odd. I have here the testimony of your boyfriend, Mr. Phoenix Wright, and he clearly testified to the effect. Yeah, I really like Mia in this case because we really get to see her, we really get to see more of her compared to like before she was like dead most of the game, so she didn't really have as much character. We really get to see her fight a court case as a human this time compared to just a ghost who knows everything. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And he clearly testified to the effect that when he pushed the victim, he heard a sharp, loud noise. He said that, and we also get to hear Mia talk about, like, her thoughts. We never hear Mia's thoughts, but this time we do. Like, that's right, Mia. Like, she talks to herself, right? He said that? If you were really that close to the two of them, why didn't you hear this noise as well? Oh, yeah. Well, maybe the noise just wasn't all that memorable. Nuh-uh. But according to Mr. Wright's testimony, it was a sharp noise like a snap. There's no way a noise like that could fail to make an impression. Ah! Oh yeah, I'm gonna take you down, Dahlia. May I have a moment to answer? But by all means! I know the reason why I didn't hear the noise. You see? The truth is, I had my headphones on, and I was listening to music at a time. Oh yeah, boom, boom, boom. That's not really sexy of you. Headphones? You mean that both of your ears were covered? But he also said the conversation. You didn't really hear a conversation, so contradiction there. The rain was just beginning to let up, but it seemed as though Thor wasn't ready for his fun to come to an end yet. So the sky continued to flash and rumble. Thunder and lightning, huh? Yes. I'm afraid of the sound of thunder, so I put my headphones on to block it out. Hee. That's very cute, I like that. Well, Your Honor, as you can see, there weren't any contradictions in her testimony after all. Wait a sec, Mia. That testimony just now. She said something that could totally change this whole case. There was lightning? There was lightning. Wait. If she didn't hear anything, then how did she hear the conversation, right? Okay, I'm thinking. Lightning. She didn't hear anything, or what is there lightning? I'm trying to think about lightning, because I guess it would make sense with, Ooh, maybe it was struck by lightning, There was lightning? Your Honor, there's a problem with the witness testimony. What do you mean? Didn't you notice? She said that there was lightning, correct? Yes, what about it? Well, lightning is actually a large discharge of electricity in the atmosphere, am I right? Now's not the time for a science lesson, Miss Faye. Yes, Your Honor. Anyway, since the cause of death was electrocution, isn't it possible that the victim died from being hit by a bolt of lightning? Oh! There we go. I must admit that the thought had not occurred to me. Just what kind of thoughts do occur to this guy anyway? This entire case is built on a premise that Miss Duke Swallow was murdered. But the very premise itself is mistaken. I also like the parallels between Mia and Phoenix, right? With like the way they do their desk play. I'm like, come on, like that's awesome. Like, look at this. The defense believes that Miss Swallow was, in fact, the victim of a stray bullet, and we got to see a close-up of her too. Nice. It appears the defense may be onto something. Could it be that the death was actually accidental? Alright, you did it, Mia. I'll be taking that. Not guilty now if you don't. He. I've heard that you have such a low opinion of me, Miss Fay. Huh? I'm not a fool, you know. The prosecution has done its research, Your Honor. We found that there were no lightning strikes on that day at that location. What? What's more, we have evidence that the electrical cable is definitely linked to this case. Evidence, Miss Payne? Why didn't I hear about this? Well, what is this evidence? This affidavit. Then who is this affidavit from? The pharmacology students who were conducting experiments in the labs that day. You didn't talk about this affidavit before, huh? Oh, it just came up now. Oh, I forgot it exists. Oh, I forgot it existed, Your Honor. I forgot it exists. I just have to bring it up now because she might rule this case as accidental death. Allow me to read out the court the testimony of the pharmacology students. All equipment in the labs lost power all of a sudden at around 3 p.m. that day. Was it a blackout? All the lab's equipment run on high voltage, Your Honor. So you're saying that the equipment lost power because... Precisely! They lost power because of the severed electrical cable. The power outage occurred at approximately 3 p.m. Which fits with the time of death listed on the autopsy report. Exactly! In other words, the victim died as a result of touching the severed electrical cable. According to the students, the cables were very old. They were planning on having them replaced in the near future. I see. Apparently the cables had become so brittle that even the smallest bump would have caused them to break. Oh damn, that's really concerning. And this is California too. This is California weather. Are you sure you really want power cables like that weak in California weather? Come on. However, there's one thing that troubles not just California weather, California terrain, earthquakes. However, there's one thing that troubles me. If the cable could have been broken by any small bump, even if it, like if you go back to the original game, right? Japan. Japan is still in the ring of fire, is it not? If I remember correctly. I mean, Edward's afraid of earthquakes. There's got to be enough earthquakes for him to be afraid of it. If the cable could have been broken by any small bump, then it wouldn't have snapped if it hadn't been bumped into, correct? Well, I suppose you could say that. Miss Fay. Ah, there we go. That means Phoenix left. Do you have any thoughts regarding the cause of the severed cable? Your Honor? I don't like how this is looking one bit. I have to come up with something to try to regain some momentum. If it pleases the court, the defense would like to state its opinion. Well then, let's hear it. Who or what was it that caused the cable to break? Ooh, umbrella? No, we want to blame it on Dahlia, do we not? This is it. This is why the cable snapped. Well, Your Honor, I believe that the only thing that has snapped is the mine into the fence. Okay, I was a little too early to jump. Okay. Whoopsies. Maybe I should have been reasonable and said the umbrella. Ah, that was one of your best lines yet, Your Honor. Ouch, that was harsh. Please, Your Honor, give me one more chance. Oh, thank God, we don't lose health. Well then, let's hear it. Who or what was it that caused the cable to break? It's a tutorial case, we have a chance, guys. Yes. My badge. Not the report. Not the photos. Not the cold killer. It's gotta be an umbrella. Oh yeah. This is it. This is why the cable snapped. Well, Your Honor. Oh. Man, I want to blame it on Dahlia, then. I said umbrella because that's really big enough to break it. There's nothing else that could have broken it. Yeah, there's nothing else that could break it. Unless it was him himself. Dahlia, a small bottle necklace. Given to Bright on a date. Okay. He broke it himself. This is it. This is why the cable snapped. Okay. It's gonna be my badge. No. Then is it the necklace? This is it. This is why the cable snapped. Fine, it's the drugs. I'm sorry. I underestimated the power of drugs. I'm sorry. It's the drugs. This is it. This is why the cable snapped. Who or what was it that caused the cable to break? Did both of these? Oh, Phoenix is it. Your Honor. Oh. Phoenix caused the cable to break? But I'm like, isn't that like making my case worse? I didn't know how to blame the cable break on Phoenix. Okay. I guess we were playing as Winston Payne now. Your Honor, please think back to Mr. Wright's testimony. The defendant's testimony? He said that after he pushed the victim, he heard a loud, sharp noise. Now, this happened at around 3 p.m., correct? Yes, that sounds right. Wait, are you saying that I don't want to... Why... The lab equipment lost power at 2:55 p.m., which fits right in Mr. Wright's timeline. In other words, it was Mr. Wright's shove that caused the power outage. Yes, the prosecution also came to the same conclusion. And this time we're actually going to use it to help our case, Mia. Thank you. And it was that very shove that caused Mr. Swall to be electrocuted. No, Mia's... I'm afraid I can't agree with you there, Mr. Payne. What's that supposed to mean? Take a good look at where the victim landed after being shoved. See the umbrella? It's by the electrical pole. That's right, the victim banged into the pole as a result of being shoved. It was that impact that caused the cable to break. Well, that makes sense. And then the victim was electrocuted. Oh yeah, Mia. Do it. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but no. It doesn't make sense at all. If the victim was shoved into the far pole, then he couldn't have been electrocuted by the severe cable in the foreground here. Ah! In other words, someone other than my client must have electrocuted the victim. Ooh, now I'm beginning to be blamed. Time to play the blame game. Order! Order in the court! Ah, the lamentations of my enemy. How I've longed to hear them. It's true. The defense is absolutely correct. There doesn't seem to be any way the defendant could have... Mr. Judge, sir? May I say something? The Madame Attorney's explanation, she said some things that are a little different than I remember them. What the? Please, just once more. May I please testify one last time? Please, Mr. Judge? Of course it's alright. Just go right ahead and give your new testimony. This is it. She's finally starting to show her true colors. Oh yeah! What I witnessed, part 2. The truth is, Phoenix pushed him twice. The first time was into the electrical pole. Ooh, and now she's gonna blame Phoenix because she realizes that she's gonna get cooked. The first time was into the electrical pole. That's when the cable broke. Then, Doogie tried his best to run away from him. But Phoenix caught up and crashed into him from behind. The cable snapping, and Doogie being electrocuted. It all occurred in less than a minute. Pretty small testimony, you'll be fine. So after being shoved, the victim got up and tried to run away? And that is when that's when the defendant pushed him for the second time. I'm so sorry, Phoenix, but I just have to tell the truth. Am I doing the right thing? Am I, Mr. Judge? Of course you are, my dear. As painful as it may seem, you are. Now then, Miss Fay, you may proceed with your cross-examination. Oh yeah. By that witness, part 2. If he shoved him once, then where's the snap, huh? Then, actually no, but whatever. The truth is, Phoenix pushed him twice. 5 parts, we got this. Miss Hawthorne, previously in your testimony you said the following. Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Doogie. I know. I'm sorry. I wanted you to protect Phoenix. So that's why you basically lied to the court. I was a bad girl, I know. Mr. Judge? Yes? Would you please forgive little old me? Of course he won't. What he did is called perjury. Oh, come now. It was just a little old white lie. So perjury does exist in this universe. Okay, we'll forget it this time. But please be more careful from now on, alright? Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Judge. Not at all. Oh. The judge had better be more careful himself. A dark alley is friendlier than that girl. Oh yeah. Okay, Phoenix pushed him twice. Beware, Your Honor. I want to see this dialogue again. Hold it. Okay. I know. I'm a bad girl. Please. White law. Thank you, Judge. Okay. Hold it! Hold it! Gotta match with Mia's voice. You're saying you actually saw the victim get pushed into the electrical pole? I know he doesn't look it, but Feeny can be an imp when he wants to be. Oh, really? But I never imagined that he would cause an electrical cable to break. Feeny really is scary when he gets mad. Yes, he sounds like a very dangerous individual indeed. Okay. Hold it! So let me get this straight. You are happily listening to music on your headphones while you watch this scene unfold. Miss Faye! I'll have to ask you to stop badgering the witness! I wasn't happy. I was so scared that I couldn't even move. All I could do was stand there and cheer him on. Cheer him on? What do you mean by that? Well, I wish the best for them both, and they would each give the fight their all. That's very sweet of you to be so supportive. And what happened after that? But Feeny caught up and crashed into him from behind. Hold it! That doesn't sound quite right. There were handprints found on the chest of the victim's leather jacket. Miss Payne, were there also prints found on the back of this leather jacket? No, there weren't. Madame Faye, may I suggest that you listen a little more carefully? I said that he crashed into him from behind, right? My Feeny wouldn't leave any prints behind in that case, would he? The cable snapping and do giving electrocuted all occurred in less than a minute. Hold it! Did you actually witness the moment the victim was electrocuted? I'm sorry. I didn't actually see it. I turned my eyes away. That's understandable! Yes, indeed. It would have been a horrific sight for anyone to behold. But don't figure out the contradiction here. It's all over. She didn't have much time to come up with her lie, so this is my best chance. There must be a hole in her testimony somewhere. Think, Mia. Okay. Feeny push and press. Let's look at her. Let's look at the testimony. Let's look at her badge. Nope. Autopsy report. Okay. Matches up. Okay. No. Victim's watch. Stopped at the time of death. No, that looks normal to me. But how would he still have the thing on his hand if he got pushed twice? From broken electrical pole near the crime scene. The victim fell. There's a loud sound that happened. Okay, let's try this, okay? The first time was into the electrical pole. That's when the cable broke. Okay, wait, I think it's into the electrical pole, right? Because he fell on the umbrella, right? Let's see. The testimony. Here. Oh, damn it. The witness testimony just now is clearly contradictory, Your Honor. It could be. It has to be, right? I knew it. However, your evidence doesn't show whatever contradiction you think you see. Objection denied. Try to think it over again. Fuck. Okay. No, it's fine. We can. Well, there goes a few points for the judge. Okay, we aren't perfect, Mia. Okay, we aren't perfect. Okay. Let me save this. Yeah, save this file. Okay, let's try. Let's try this again. Electrical pole. Cable broke. Then Doogie tried his best to run away from him. Caught up and crashed. Okay, the cable snapped and Doogie being electrocuted. It all occurred in less than a minute. When did the cable get electrocuted officially? When the cable snapped, it was 2:55, but autopsy report says 3 p.m. Yes! Oh, there we go. That's enough, witness. I'm afraid I don't understand. You will in a minute. Could you please take a look at this picture? Oh, that medicine. Oh, that's medicine. That's the one Feeny likes to take for his cold. It's not a medicine I want you to look at. It's the wristwatch. It stopped at the precise time the victim was electrocuted. In other words, 3:05 p.m. Yes, and your point is, Miss Fay? My point is this. What time was it when the lab suffered that power outage due to the cable snapping? Well, according to the student's testimony, the answer is clear. It was 2:55 p.m. Yeah! Would you care to explain to the court, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne, what exactly happened during this 10-minute interval? The defense proposes that it was during this interval that the real murderer killed Mr. Duke Swallow. Order! Order in the court! What is this about? This is nonsense! The real murderer? Even you can't deny that the time between the cable break and the electrocution are completely unaccounted for. Then who was it? Who else are you saying could have done it? Oh yeah, Mia. Time to pull it off. There's only one person who could have murdered Mr. Swallow. Only after my client had left the scene. Was there a window of opportunity for the real killer? Miss Fay! Oh yeah, look at the climactic music here. Time to do this. Ah! I want to vibe to the music, but it's like really quiet because of the Xbox game bar. Is the defense ready to indict someone as a real killer? It's finally time. This is the moment I've been waiting for. Yes, Your Honor. We are ready. Very well. But remember, if you accuse the wrong person, you will be penalized. Think very carefully before you speak, Miss Fay. I mean, this is easy. Now then, Miss Fay, let's have it. Who is the real killer? Time to do it. Take that! It could have only been you, Dahlia Hawthorne. Well, how can you? The defense is grasping at straws. 10 minutes passed between the cable broke, between the time the cable broke and the time of electrocution. What exactly were you doing that whole time, Miss Hawthorne? Were you really listening to some music while cheering them both on as they fought? I find it hard to believe that you didn't lift a finger to stop the man dearest to you. Order! Order! Miss Fay! What? I mean, why? That is to say... Miss Hawthorne, I believe you did witness the two men fighting on that day. However, after Mr. Wright pushed the victim, and subsequently, after Mr. Wright pushed the victim and subsequently left the scene, it was you who pushed Mr. Swallow to his death by your very own hands. Ah! At least your butterflies are still here. You didn't scream your butterflies away. They stayed away for a little second, but they came back, you know. How can you say something so mean, Madame Fay? I didn't do anything. Miss Fay! This is a very serious charge you are... Grossberg! Oh, Phoenix. Your Honor! Please, I have something I want to say. Achoo! You! What is it? Please strike everything on please strike everything the defense said just now from the record. What the? Are you daft? You're totally wrong, Miss Fay. Dolly, she couldn't do something like that. Ah. Mr. Wright, get back in your seat. Bayleaf, grab that man. Oh, achoo, leave my dolly alone. Achoo. Oh, cough. That boy, he's gotten himself in way over his head. Oh, Mr. Grossberg, you're back. It seems I've arrived just in the nick of time. I found a police report on an incident in your newspaper clipping. Okay, let's check this out. Thank you very much. This is exactly what I was hoping for. Alright, let's go read this. Check. Okay, 2 pages. Location, District Courthouse Cafeteria, August 27th, 4 p.m. Victim, Diego Armando. Okay, occupation, lawyer. Suspect, Dahlia Hawthorne. Details. Armando ingested poison while interviewing the suspect regarding another case. Traces of poison were found in the victim's coffee cup. No poison was found in the vicinity or on the suspect's person. It is unclear how the poison entered the victim's coffee cup. Alrighty. Yeah, let's go ahead. Whoopsies, I keep cleaning other stuff. Okay. Back to normal. 8 months ago, right? And when did he get this? And whatever. Okay. Thank you very much. This is exactly what I was hoping for. Ooh, it's a bottle, right? Could have the poison, eh? You'd better take a good look at it. Details how you came to lose your boyfriend. Ooh, Diago's Mia's boyfriend. I already knew that, but anyways, because I got spoilers and all that stuff. Womp womp. Okay, Diego, age 28. Yeah. 4 p.m. She was there. That's why this case is very important to her. That's why she insisted on this case. And I'm assuming this was the first time my award was a year ago. Was this the time? Was this your first and last time you award? Like, was that case when your boyfriend died the first and last time you award, and that's why you wanna get back at her? I don't know. It are details how you came to lose your boyfriend. Now then, the defense has made a very serious accusation. Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this?
Well, really, Your Honor, that is, May I interrupt you for just a moment, Mr. Prosecutor? Don't you worry, my dear. I have the situation well in hand. That is, go right ahead. Madam Faye, are you seriously accusing me of killing my sweet Doogie? Yes, I am. Not only am I saying you murdered Duke Swallow, but you also try to pin the whole thing on your current lover, Phoenix Wright. I told you they should let me handle this! Sorry, but please go ahead. How can you say that? I'm absolutely devoted to my dear Feeny. The notion that I would try to frame him is ludicrous. This is all just too much for poor little me to bear.
Oh, I believe that girl is trying to ask what on earth her motive would be. Alrighty, let's do this, Mia.
The answer to that lies somewhere in this police report. It must. 8 months ago, an incident occurred in the basement cafeteria of this building, and then, that same day, the two of them accidentally met. Your Honor, the defendants request further testimony from Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Further testimony? What about?
About the events of the day when she first met the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
So you have stuff he knows like Phoenix, okay? I'm getting Phoenix transported. I need that. What was it? That what medicine did he have? I need that. Cold Killer X. I need Cold Killer X. Phoenix, give it to me.
What could that possibly do? What could that possibly have to do with a case?
See, I'm messing up because of the cold. I need Cold Killer X. The victim should give it to me.
The witness claims that she has no reason to frame the defendant.
Am I right? Like, why would he? Like, we still don't know why does he have this? Like, why? Why does he have this? Okay, we still don't know why. What did he have Cold Killer for?
The witness claims that she has no reason to frame the defendant. Am I correct? Well, I have reason that suggests that she, in fact, had a very good reason.
Very well then. The court grants a defense request. Young lady, would you mind staying on for just a bit longer?
Of course not, Mr. Judge. Get ready for the battle of your life, Dahlia Hawthorne.
Oh yeah. Time to take her down. Time to take down the person who killed your boyfriend. Come on. You got this.
I first met my darling Feeny 8 months ago.
Oh, is this the Algoro? I think this is the Algoro theme. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the vibe. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm feeling the Algoro theme.
It's like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse, this basement reading room. The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. We've been going out ever since that fateful day.
We're still lovey-wovey. We literally make people sick. It's just jealousy, I think. Okay, is that part of the testimony, Phoenix? Mr. Wright, do that again and you'll be held in contempt of court. That's how easy it is, I guess. I don't know. Maybe Von Karma... I mean, Von Karma's influence, right? So... Yeah. As we used to say in the days of my youth, go get her! Okay, maybe Von Karma put in a good word for Mr. Payne, so that way Payne could put contempt of court. I don't know. Okay, I met my Feeny.
I first met my darling Feeny 8 months ago.
Hold it!
So until that time, you had been dating Duke Swallow. Yes, I'm a real fool, I know. Letting my emotions change so quickly, I'm ashamed of myself.
No, not at all. Look at me. I'm infamous for changing my mind. My critics have even taken to calling me Judge Fickle. Oh.
Maybe you should look for a different line of work.
Despite that, however, he always hands down the correct verdict. That's why some people also call him the Great Judgin, the Great Judgini. Aye, you're saying that out loud so the judge favors us. Thank you. Judge, you were supposed to hear that. Okay. Hold it!
The courthouse reading room? That's a strange place to meet the love of your life. That's not true, Madame Faye. After all, Feeny was not only an art student, but he was also planning on becoming a lawyer. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about you, Miss Hawthorne. What is a literature student like you doing in a courthouse reading room?
This line of questioning is a worthless waste of time. It has nothing to do with our murder case. Miss Faye, I'm warning you. If this has nothing to do with Miss Swallow's case...
I have to remember the judge is on Dahlia's side. I'd better tread carefully.
Keep pressing, obviously.
Your Honor, if you allow me some latitude, I think I can establish relevance. Please ask her to continue on with her testimony.
Very well. Young lady, I've got a simple question for you. What were you doing downstairs in the courthouse reading room?
If it pleases Your Honor, the answer is simply this.
I'd come to do... Oh, that's a contradiction, because she was actually, being charged of something. Let me just press her in case.
You were writing a paper. On what? On the relationship between modern senior poetry and the criminal underworld.
Oh, ho, ho! That sounds like a fascinating research idea.
Am I getting old? Now I've even forgotten what I've forgotten.
Your Honor, there's a contradiction in her testimony. She says she studies poetry. What the fuck is this poem?
Again with the midlife crisis stuff?
Mia, why did that girl really come to the courthouse? To this courthouse? Isn't that what she wanted to know? And speaking of forgetting things, you haven't forgotten the police report, have you? I know, he's nudging me to do the contradiction. I went through a lot of trouble to get him, my dear, so be sure to read it carefully. I know. Hold it! I want her to describe I want to hear her describe her love life, though.
So what was it about Mr. Wright that made your heart malfunction like that? In my personal opinion, he just looks like a typical snotty-nosed college brat. Perhaps to a woman your age, but to me, Feeny is handsome. Perhaps to you, Miss Hawthorne, but to the rest of the planet, he's a dive a dozen. Oh, goddamn. Objection! He's hot! Okay, he's hot! Love is a mysterious thing, and I object to this line of questioning. If you were to look at my wife, for example, you might all be shocked.
Payne, what are you doing? Pain. Your wife is in pain as you say this right now.
For example, if you were to look at my wife, for example, you might all be shocked.
He's telling the truth. Judge! It was truly shocking. Judge, you're not supposed to...
Beautiful mushroom, growing tall in the darkness. It comes from cow dung. That's the poem that best describes how I feel about Feeny.
Did you call him shit? Okay. Oh wait, I forgot to press on that. Listen to me, Mia. That woman has a judge in the palm of her hand, you see. So the only way to discredit her is to find a contradiction in her testimony. Hold up. Meant to press that. Did he just call her shit? I mean, did he just call him, like, actual shit? Like his looks?
Were there any bad feelings between you and Mr. Swallow? No, not at all. We parted on very good terms. But that can't be.
Our investigation also shows that it was a clean breakup. No, because remember Phoenix's testimony that they were arguing about them?
Huh? Are you? Are you sure?
Yes! It seemed that they both wanted it that way.
So the victim wanted to break up with her.
Now press further.
So you're saying that Mr. Swallow also wanted to break up with you? Well, you see... What a cruel thing to ask a lovely young lady like this! By the way, I have never once considered leaving my wife!
I'm proud of you. No one cares, Mr. Payne. Okay.
She didn't deny it. That must mean Doug Swallow must have seen through her little act. He must have gotten a glimpse of her true nature.
What's it mean, Mia? That woman has a judge in the palm of her hand. Okay, yeah, we know that stuff. Okay, let's go discredit her. 8 months ago. Okay. Okay, plain paper. Okay, it's a paper. It's a paper. Let's go. Oh yeah, let's do this, Mia.
Miss Hawthorne, you weren't here because of your research paper, were you? Didn't you actually come here for a much more important reason?
Oh yeah.
What is the meaning of the cocky smile on your face, Miss Fay? 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse, there's another tragedy. A tragedy that Dude will talk about the next day because he has to leave now. I'll be back.
Okay, we're back.
8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse, there was another tragedy. Another tragedy?!
Do you mean the incident in which an attorney was poisoned? Oh, she knows, she knows.
The name of the suspect in that incident is listed here in this report. And that name is Dahlia Hawthorne. What?!
The Dahlia Hawthorne?
Yes, the sweetie pie of everyone's eye, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. She was the prime suspect in a criminal case just 8 months ago.
Oh yeah. Order! 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 This is unbelievable!
It's true then.
It's true then, the loveliest rose can... What did you say? The loveliest rose? I'm gonna guess. The loveliest rose can prick you.
Miss Fay, that's not fair! You can't slander my witness with an unrelated case. I, Winston Payne, will not allow it. Miss Prosecutor, I believe I was speaking. Eric! But pardon me, go right ahead. It's true that about 8 months ago, the police expressed some interest in me.
Is it really slander because Winston Payne, you're a prosecutor, right? You have no excuse for not understanding the legal definition of slander. You see, if... Alright, disclaimer. I'm not a lawyer, guys. I'm not a lawyer, okay? This is just me trying to recall my memory, okay? I believe, if I remember correctly, that slander is just a verbal defamation, meaning I purposely lied about Dahlia verbally. Except, this is facts, Winston Payne, and guess what? Facts don't care about your feelings! Oh! Winston Payne right now. Ooh, you're wincing in pain? Guess what? The facts don't change. Damn. Applaud me, guys. Applaud anyways.
So please express some interest in me.
Romantic interest? That makes sense. Express some interest, huh?
Miss Judge, sir, I know I'm under oath, so I'll tell you the absolute truth. I did not commit the crime that occurred during that incident 8 months ago.
I see!
Okay, I've tied the two crimes together. Now I've just got to stay on the offensive.
Well done, Mia. Oh, you really lit a fire in my heart and my buttocks. Okay, I can hardly tell which is more inflamed, my spirit or my hemorrhoids. Okay, anyways, the poisoning. Let's go check out this testimony.
I met the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria that day. I left my seat for just a moment, and that's when it happened. From what I heard, it was a liquid poison that is lethal at just 2 teaspoons. Not only that, I heard it's a very special kind of poison.
Oh yeah, let me just clarify something. I've been calling her psychopath this episode, but really, I think the correct word is sociopath. Because remember, I don't think psychopaths can really feel emotion, whereas I think this one is just really extreme with her emotions. So I think she's a sociopath than a psychopath. I'm not sure. Anyways.
So you see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that. I don't even know how to dox.
Oh, shut up, Dahlia, okay? We all know you really know how to poison. So that's what happened here 8 months ago.
However, as you've heard from the witness testimony, she had nothing to do with it. I think the defense is just about out of tricks. I'm terribly sorry, Miss Payne. I'm afraid the defense has many more tricks up its sleeve today. As it turns out, the poison, which is 5 minutes away from her shoot, okay? What is this a reference to, Mia? What year is this? It's like 2014. Never mind. I can't reference anything right now. And I'll be sure to show them to you before the end of this cross-examination. Ah! What the? Why did the defense suddenly feel stronger? Because it is stronger. Okay. She. It turned out that 24 hours ago she did some workouts, and now those muscles are kicking in. Yeah. Aha, Mia! You're going with a true lawyer's aura, my dear. That proud posture and self-confidence. Absolutely smashing. Oh yeah, it also turns out that the first trial, the trial we had just before the recess, the first part of the trial, I had no law experience in the last year, whereas this time I actually have law experience from this year, aka like earlier that day. So yeah, I have more experience now. Twice as much experience as I had before. So yeah, Winston Payne of course is gonna be stronger, because I accelerate quickly. I meant the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss me in the cafeteria today. Hold it. What are we talking about with the defense attorney? Well, I'm sorry, but that's confidential. I'm not sure attorney-client privilege goes both ways, does it? According to the report, you were being interviewed regarding another case. The lawyer that was killed, he said he wanted to talk about an incident I was caught up in when I was younger. Why don't you tell us all about what that incident was? That has absolutely nothing at all to do with this case. Objection sustained. The defense question is stricken from the record. You get involved in a lot of incidents, don't you, Miss Hawthorne? Well, I guess I was just born under a bad sign. Don't worry, Dolly, I'll protect you. Okay, Phoenix. You heard the man. Now that is true love, young lady. Oh, Feeny, please. Those two really are making me ill. I'll bet for decidedly different reasons. Hold it! Oh, that was a good one, Mia, with ill for different reasons. How long were you gone? I've already answered all these questions for the police, but if you must know, maybe 10 or 20 minutes. And where were you during that stretch of time? Using the toilet? What are you saying, Miss Faye? Toilet? My perfect little... I'm not gonna say it. Okay. My perfect little dolly doesn't poop. You're the defendant, Miss Faye. Better luck next time. You... Emma Sky is gonna be really furious when she enters the court. Phoenix, I'm gonna tell Miss Sky. Okay, you're gonna work with a scientist in the future, Phoenix, in a few years. I'm gonna tell her all about this. Of course, I'll be dead by then. I'm speaking for Mia's behalf. Phoenix, I'm gonna tell a certain Emma Sky all about this. Let me get the voice to just make it clear who I'm speaking for. Okay, I'm gonna tell a very certain scientist, a young lady scientist you'll meet in a few years, about this thing you just said. Oh, maybe Vidalia will correct him. Oh, maybe there'll be a chance for him. Maybe he won't get disowned by scientists. Oh, Feeny, please. The police have already looked into this whole matter about pooping and shitting. This line of questioning is nothing but a waste of this court's time. Oh, you're gonna ignore Phoenix's wrong statement about Dahlia not pooping? Are we not gonna investigate it for that? We should do an autopsy report. Okay, we should kill her and we should do an autopsy report on her body to see if she actually poops. Okay? There's a reason for this, okay? I'm saying this with good reason. Objection sustained! Miss Hawthorne, please continue your testimony, because she doesn't poop. If she doesn't poop, then we know that she's an alien, okay? And that she was likely the murderer, because she's... Because aliens gotta be murderers, right? All aliens are murderers, as we all know, right? So, yeah, that's about it. Hold it! About how much liquid is 2 teaspoons? Well, let me see. My bottle of eye drops states 1.2 fluid ounce, which is equal to 3 teaspoons. That's pretty smart. That is pretty smart of you, Judge. Okay, that is very, very smart. I was gonna say something about pooping, right? What was I gonna say about pooping? Oh yeah, no, just kill her and we can do an autopsy report on her. But if they're objecting to that, saying that she cannot be an alien, just ask her boyfriend. He's saying that she is an alien. She doesn't poop. Okay, everyone poops except for her. Yeah. Oh, I understand now! That's why Phoenix loves her. Because if they live together, she'll really bring down the water bill because she never poops, she's always clean. She won't have to use the water. That makes so much sense now. Okay. So it's about 2/3 of that amount, huh? The poison was found in the lawyer's mug of coffee. It must have been after I left the table. Someone must have quietly slipped it in there. Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison.
Hold it!
A special kind of poison? How so? Well, I heard this is almost impossible to detect.
Oh, and where would something like that come from?
I'm sorry. All I know is what I overheard a policeman say. They said something about using advanced chemical processes to purify it.
Chemical processes? Well, well, that's quite impressive. Most impressive.
The better question is, how did a criminal get something like that? You see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that.
Hold it.
And that's the reason they didn't arrest you? Because no one could show how you could have gotten the poison? I think that's a good enough reason, Madame Faye. Madame Faye. She's right! And I think we've all had enough of misplaced questions.
So in essence, the main reason Miss Hawthorne was never arrested for this crime was because she looks like a fucking idiot. Was because no one could show how she could have obtained the poison.
Then all we have to do is find a way to establish how she could have gotten some, right? Great. Now, how did a lid?
Wait, what?
Great. Now just how did a lid?
Student. Oh wait. Oh great. Okay, now I get it. There's a period there. Like literally.
Great. Now how did a literature student? Okay. Let me say this all at once. Great. Now just how did a literature student get a hold of poison of all things?
I have to find a contradiction. Okay. I think it's this one, right? Well, there's gotta be something, right? Crime. Oh wait, she has a boyfriend that does pharmaceuticals, right? She would get poisoned like that. Hold up. And that's why you broke up with her! Wait. Let me just check if that's the correct thing to present. If the boyfriend's the correct thing. I don't even need to say it. Let me just check. If you go specifically for the department itself. Umbrella. Phoenix testimony. I'm cooking so much right now. Okay, let's go present them.
Yes! You wouldn't know how to get that kind of poison. I don't believe you. You wouldn't know how to get that kind of poison? I don't believe you. Mia's like thinking like, how did a literature student specifically? That hint, like the subject, that really helped me there. What? In fact, you had easy access to that kind of poison, didn't you? At your boyfriend's lab.
But boyfriend? You mean the victim? Duke Swallow?
That's right. Up until 8 months ago, Miss Hawthorne was dating Mr. Swallow. If you'll recall, Mr. Swallow was a pharmacology student at Ivy University. Pharmacology! His laboratory contained highly advanced chemistry equipment. In fact, without such equipment, the culprit could never have obtained such a rare and special poison.
Oh yeah.
Well, Miss Hawthorne, it seems you had access to such poison after all. And then it was a matter of slipping into the victim's coffee when he wasn't looking. The only person who could have done that was the one sitting at this very table. You! No!
Time to cook her. Order! Could it be?
No! That's nothing but a baseless accusation. May I say something, Madame Faye? What is it, Miss Hawthorne? The amount of poison on coffee was 2 teaspoons, correct? In order to carry that much liquid, you would need some kind of container.
Ah, there's necklace. Well, yes, that's true.
I was searching immediately, and that's why she wanted the necklace ever since. I was searching immediately after the incident. Oh my goodness. She is the most insane sociopath. Okay, maybe I'm right. Maybe she was a psychopath after all, because aren't psychopaths usually like more like cool-headed than sociopaths, and then they can do this stuff? No, but like, Okay. Instead of doing psychopath or sociopath stereotypes, let's think about this. Okay. So she carried a poison in the necklace, okay? She then poisoned Diago, okay? She poisoned Diago. Then she saw Phoenix, okay? She saw Phoenix, she flirted with him, and then she gave him her necklace because she knew she was gonna get searched afterwards. So then she gets searched right after giving the necklace to Phoenix, and there's nothing on her. No poison, no way she could have gotten that poison. And now that she's been searched, she wants her necklace back, cause she gave the necklace to him, and now the purpose has been done. Oh my goodness, you are such a crazy. Oh my goodness.
When I say she's an evil genius, I really mean I am really focusing on an evil part here. Holy fuck.
A search immediately after the incident took place. Quite true! In fact, the entire courthouse was turned upside down. But they didn't find a suspicious container anywhere, did they? She's right. They even mentioned that in the report. Well, you could have easily gotten rid of something that small. Excuse me, madam, but this is a court of law. If you're saying that I threw the poison container away, I think I need to show some kind of proof. Proof? She got me good with that.
Provide some evidence or I'll have to disallow this line of questioning, Miss Faye. Unless you can come up with some evidence, we're going to lose this lead.
The police conducted a full-body search of Dahlia and of the entire courthouse. And the container holding the poison disappeared right after the crime occurred.
If you're going to accuse the young lady of committing the murder, then where is the container the poison was carried in? What happened to it? Went to Phoenix.
Take that! You were forced to get rid of the container in a hurry, weren't you? And that's why you passed it on to someone that had nothing to do with the case. Someone that you knew wouldn't be searched.
Who is this person?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, of course. Who was turned into an accessory of murder at this point. Oh, damn. So the defendant was this witness accomplice? Of course not. She gave the poison to him, disguised as a present. What? But that's...
That's a charming little necklace. Is this a little bottle? It's really quite cute. So what about it? What does it mean, Miss Faye?
The day that the witness met and fell for Mr. Phoenix Wright was 8 months ago. Allegedly fell for him. Oh, wait.
Well, I was interrupted for like 10 minutes because somebody decided to log into my computer. Anyways,
August 27th, the very same day as the poisoning incident. Under the pretense of love, the witness gave my client a present. All for the purpose of hiding the one piece of evidence that would give her away.
What? Are you saying there's a deadly poison in here?
No, there's no longer any poison in that bottle. However, I'm certain if the crime lab to analyze it, they would find a trace amount.
Ooh, we got her.
No!
Order! Order in the court! Phoenix. This is your first objection in court. Real, hold up. This happens to be your first objection in court. On behalf of Dolly, I object.
Mr. Wright, control yourself!
I won't let you bully her like this. Mr. Wright, I thought I told you to stay in your seat.
Mr. Wright, why? Why are you going through so much trouble to protect her?
Why? Because I'm madly in love with her. Madly in love. I haven't heard anyone say that in a long time.
Mr. Wright, have you ever thought about this? Why exactly would a woman like Dahlia Hawthorne want to date you anyway?
Oh, damn! Well, I guess she must be madly in love with me too.
Mr. Wright, please, open your eyes! At this point in the trial, I think it should be obvious to everyone. The real reason that Dahlia Hawthorne is dating you is...
Oh no, I almost clicked enter. I do want to see this though, I want to see this. Hold up. She is madly in love with you.
Obviously. Naturally, it's because she has fallen madly in love with you too.
See? Just like I told you. Mia! Are you thinking clearly? That flies in the face of everything we've learned up until this point.
I'm sorry, I didn't know what I even said that. I guess it's because I just like the sound of the phrase, madly in love.
Miss Faye, you can't remain a story-eyed maiden for the rest of your life, you know.
Please let me think it over one more time, Your Honor. The reason that Dahlia dated you is... because of that necklace, now to keep you quiet. Naturally, it's to keep you quiet.
What? You keep me quiet? Keep me quiet about what?
Well,
it seems that the rest of us don't quite understand you, Miss Faye. Nor do we understand what his vile secret that Miss Hawthorne holds is. That's because there's no secret, I tell you.
Ah! How dense can you be?
Miss Faye, please think it over and try again.
Yes, Your Honor. Okay, fine. We'll do the necklace. Fine. Dahlia Hawthorne was not and is not madly in love with you. The only thing she's after is that bottle necklace you love to wear around your neck. The necklace? Back during the waiting room. You said it yourself. Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now. What a strange girl! Asking for a present back like that. For Dahlia Hawthorne, the necklace is irrefutable evidence of her crime. That's why she absolutely had to get it back. You're lying! But he never gave it back to her. And to make things worse for her, you insisted on showing it to everyone you met. That's why she... I don't believe you. No! That's a lie! Eek! I've never seen Phoenix cry like that before. And he's seen you die. Mia, are you right? Oh, the defendant's getting away! Bailey, hurry! After him! Mia, are you right? He's seen you cry. I mean, he's seen you die. He's seen, he's seen Maya get kidnapped, okay? But he was fine through all that. He never cried through that. But oh no, as soon as he realized that he's been... Actually, that makes sense. Okay, actually, this makes more sense for him to cry. Okay, whatever. Mia, are you right? Yes, I think so. That boy, he went completely insane. Where's Mr. Wright? It looks like the bailiff caught him, so he should be back soon enough. Thank goodness. Oh no! What is it? The bottle necklace. Miss Hawthorne's present. It's gone! What? That's terrible! Mr. Wright must have grabbed it when he slammed into me. Foolish boy. That's the only thing that could have saved him. What in the blazes are we supposed to do now? No. Mr. Wright! This sort of behavior is unprecedented in the history of this court. I'm sorry. I'm afraid that your apology's not enough! Mr. Wright, what did you do with the bottle necklace? Forgive me. I'm sorry. It's okay. Just give it back. Just give back the necklace. You fucking idiot. Don't tell me. Don't. I ate it. You what? You ate it. It was too big to swallow, so I had to chew it into little bits first. But yeah. Oh my god, Phoenix. What the what? What is he doing now? Your Honor, we've got to stop the trial. Mr. Wright, are you feeling okay? Does your stomach hurt? That bottle you swallowed may have had some poison left in it. Oh, some man is about to die and you're laughing. It seems the defendant has proven a prosecution's case for us. Clearly that bottle did not contain a deadly poison. How can you be so sure? I think that's obvious. As you can see, the defendant's still very much alive. As for the poison, more like a fledgling defense attorney's overactive imagination. So would it seem? No, there must be some mistake. The bottle must not have had any poison left in it. Either that or the poison must have lost its potency. There! It's all right, rookie. Trusting your client is the most noble thing a defense attorney can do. It's heartwarming to see that you place this much faith in Mr. Wright. So I guess Winston Payne was a mentor to me talking about how it's important to have faith in your client. But that's how it is for us on the prosecution side too. For example, I would trust the witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life. It turns out a few years later we see this guy die. No! Which is why I can state that your assessment of her is completely wrong. That's enough! Unfortunately, Miss Faye, I cannot accept your explanation of the events. But why? This may be impossible for a beginner like you to understand. But in a court of law, evidence is everything. Even after I prove so much, is she going to get away with everything? Well, now that the suspicion surrounding Miss Hawthorne has been cleared up, I would like to proceed with the trial. Mr. Wright? I'm sorry, Miss Faye. It totally slipped my mind. I'm really, really sorry. I know you believed in me, and I feel like I really let you down. Mr. Wright, what are you trying to say? There's something I forgot to tell you. What is it?
That day, the day I met Doug Swallow. That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Last night, someone stole some poison from her lab. But poison? The same thing happened 8 months ago. A drug sample was stolen. She came to the lab that time too. It could have only been her. That girl is a thief. Stop it! Don't talk about her like that. Okay, I guess it makes a little... Okay, not in the context. I guess it makes a little more sense why you push her, because he basically accused her of poisoning people, but... You shouldn't include it... Okay, whatever. Is it true? Did he really say that? That's ridiculous! There's one more thing. After I pushed him that day, I got worried and came back to have a look. And she was there. Dolly was right there. She was crouched down next to him. What? She told me not to ever tell anyone about it, but... I'm sorry, Dolly. Your Honor! The defendant is... Miss Faye, you tell them. The Dolly didn't do it. She's innocent. So Dahlia stole poison 8 months ago too, huh? If you put that together with Mr. Wright's testimony, then there's only one possible conclusion. The defense believes that Miss Dahlia Hawthorne stole some poison on the night before she killed Doug Swallow. The night before? Naturally, her motive for stealing it was to kill someone. Miss Faye, if you're so certain about your theory, then let me ask you. Mia, this is your last chance. Think carefully now. There's something that she desperately wanted to get back. Therefore... Exactly who was Miss Dahlia Hawthorne planning to kill? Phoenix? Mia just said she desperately wanted something back, right? There's one person that was standing squarely in Miss Dahlia Hawthorne's way, and that person was... Mr. Phoenix Wright. Me? That's preposterous! After all, it was Doug Swallow that was murdered! Well, it's true that that's how things worked out. But let's remember that Mr. Swallow died of electrocution, not poison. The person that Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison was in fact you, Phoenix Wright. There's no one else that it could be. But how can that be? I thought Mr. Wright and Miss Hawthorne were in love. Pretty one-sided. Poor Mr. Wright. This must be killing him. But unfortunately, I have to kill him metaphorically in order to save him physically. Hang in there. I'll bring her to justice, I swear it. As I said before, the only thing Miss Hawthorne truly cared about was the one piece of evidence linking her to that incident 8 months ago. That's right. The bottle necklace. That's all she cared about. But even so, why? Why would she go so far as to murder him? 8 months ago, just after the fall of that attorney in the basement cafeteria. Dahlia Hawthorne could think of only one thing. How to get rid of the bottle necklace as quickly as possible. No, it can't be. It was a pretty good move she made too. The evidence was missing for a long time, but there was just one big problem. Although she got it to hide evidence, Mr. Wright refused to return it to her. To him, the tiny little bottle was a cherished treasure. He even showed it to everyone he met. You mean that's why she tried to kill Mr. Wright? Correct, Your Honor. It was to retrieve that piece of evidence. That can't be true. Don't knock over Mia again, okay? We gotta keep. Feeny, what a joke you are. She confesses, I guess. Her true form. Honestly, how can any woman ever count you on anything? I even told you time and time again to keep your trap shut about me and that necklace. You disgust me. But Miss Hawthorne! It appears that we're nearing the end of this trial. Fine, I can tell you plan on making me into a criminal, no matter what I say. You are a criminal, Miss Hawthorne. We'll see about that, but first, where's your evidence? It seems your sniveling little crybaby client has eaten a bottle as a snack. Hey old man, are you senile or something?
Why don't you say something instead of sitting there with a dumb look on your face?
Miss Hawthorne, what's happened to you?
Are you really that shocked? Or do you prefer me this way, Mr. Judge?
What sort of sorcery does she have that she can attract the butterflies whenever she wants? Oh, damn.
With absolutely no proof, you treat a voluntary witness like she's a mass murderer. Well, I have nothing more to say. I'll be heading home now, if you don't mind.
But we're not finished!
Fine. Then ask this nasty old hack to finish up already.
Oh yeah, Mia. Hold it!
I can't let her get away this time.
Stop, Mia! If you keep on pushing without any evidence, you could pay the ultimate price as a lawyer.
The ultimate price?
You'd be forced to take off your attorney's badge forever, I'm afraid.
No! You'd better think it over carefully, Miss Fay. Or should I say, Miss Gray.
What? Well, Miss Fay, can you provide evidence that would establish her guilt once and for all?
Can I? If I mess up here, my career as a lawyer is over.
I mean, prosecutors falsely accuse people all the time, so can't I falsely accuse people? No, I guess not. I'm not allowed to do that.
But to be honest, at this point, I don't have any evidence that's well-founded. Even so, I'd rather lose my attorney's badge than let her get away with murder. Your Honor, the defense would like to present proof. Impossible! You can't possibly... Stupid woman.
It is the opinion of the court that there has already been enough discussion. Therefore, I will allow only one piece of evidence to be presented.
Just one?
If you're unable to establish your guilt, then I'm afraid that a very harsh verdict will immediately be handed down on Mr. Wright.
I understand, Your Honor. I could just imagine the headlines for tomorrow's newspaper. Up-and-coming lawyer plummets to earth before she gets the chance to soar. She's planning to poison Mr. Wright. If that's the case, then the poison was probably in there.
Well then, Miss Fay, please present your evidence. Oh, we get other more chances. Should this court irrefutable evidence that Miss Hawthorne is planning to poison Mr. Wright? Electric shock. Crime photo 1. Not really useful. Crime photo 2. It's cold killer. I'm not sure about that. Cold killer. No. Umbrella. No. Fell on top of his umbrella. No. Article. No. Cable. No. Police report incident. Is there nothing else? Is there nothing else? You know what's on my badge? Traces cups were found in the victim's... Huh. Where is the proof that Medalia is planning to poison? It would have to be his testimony, right? About how she just stole poison? Is there... Cold killer. Oh, fuck. I don't know. The cold killer is suspicious because there is something to do with a cold killer. I don't know what. I don't know what. I want to use the part where... almost 8 months ago. I don't know. Miss Fay! After all that thinking, this is your best answer? Couldn't you have tried a little bit harder?
Please wait, Your Honor. I just made a mistake.
Very well. But even I have my limits. Okay.
Because he was... How would I prove that she stole drugs? Okay? How would I prove that? Stupid woman!
Shut up. You're stupid yourself. I'm gonna propose out something, eh? Grossberg, cold, pharmacology. I don't know, the drugs? The actual drugs?
Here it is, Your Honor. The evidence that will prove her guilt once and for all. Oh, so when I showed a photo of the drugs, that's different. When I showed it, okay, whatever. It was the same drugs! Same drugs. Fine.
Cold Killer X, Phoenix Wright's beloved cold medicine.
He. Does our rookie defense attorney have a bit of a cold? If I did, I still wouldn't take this cold medicine. After all, it's been poison. Ooh. What? Remember what the defendant said in his testimony? But I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. I was eating with Dolly, just the two of us. She was the one who took his bottle of Cold Killer X. Then she poisoned him knowing that Mr. Wright was going to take some. Now you're really grasping at straws! After all, it was the victim, Doug Swallow, that was holding medicine. I would like the court to recall the crime that happened here 8 months ago. Where did Miss Hawthorne hide evidence? Oh? What are you talking about? 8 months ago, the poison was hidden in her bottle necklace, which she then gave to someone else for safekeeping. Someone she had accidentally run into in the reading room, my client, Phoenix Wright. Yes, that's right. She did the same thing this time as well. After shoving the victim, Mr. Phoenix Wright left the scene of the crime. That is when the murderer, Dahlia Hawthorne, appeared. With her, she was carrying the poisoned bottle of Cold Killer X. This, of course, was so she could carry out her plan to murder Mr. Wright. I believe she did testify that she was going to fight. Oh, so that's why he was holding the bottle, because he ended up having the bottle in the fight. I believe she did testify that she was going to meet with the defendant. Yes, and she heard and saw everything that happened at the scene of the crime, including what the defendant and the victim were arguing about, and the cut electrical cable. That's when she realized, I can't allow Doug Swallow to live. She used a severed electrical cable to silence him forever. Unfortunately for her, this is when the problem occurred. Mr. Wright, who she thought had left the scene, came back to check on the victim. And on top of that, because of the power outage, some students showed up as well. It's hardly any wonder that she was, as she put it, in a state of panic. Recall that she was carrying that bottle of poisoned cold medicine. She must have thought, what if they searched me like they did 8 months ago? 8 months ago?! Yes, she disposed of the evidence exactly the same way as she did back then. She had someone else hold it. In this case, Doug Swallow. Oh, damn. So she killed a person and was about to kill another person to cover up one murder. She really is a sociopath. The only killing streak to just cover up all the murders before. Oh, come on now, everyone. Surely you aren't fooled, are you? This stupid woman. She's not even a filthy, stinking liar. Right, Mr. Prosecutor? I think he's getting uncomfortable by you. Yes, that's exactly right. It's just pure desperation. Do you still trust her with your life? I wonder which one of us is a desperate one. So, Miss Hawthorne, it's cold medicine. I wonder if you wouldn't mind taking some. Well, Mr. Wright ate that necklace of yours, right? Now it's your turn to prove your innocence. What do you say? If I'm just a filthy, stinking liar, there is no need to worry. So come on! Show us! I dare you to take some of this medicine right now. Mia Fey! Mia Fey! Do you think you've won? Well, do you, Mia Fey? Those butterflies just burned up. Oh my gosh. That's just fine! For the time being, victory is yours. For the time being? Well, I have a very long memory, you know. You and I will meet again. I'm certain of it. In the afterlife? Well then, Mr. Judge, I'll see you too, okay? Later too. Oh? Yes. I'm going to go spend a little quality time with the men in blue now. I wish you all the best. So that just happened. Phew! It's finally all over. I refuse to accept this! The defense hasn't shown a scrap of evidence to support your outrageous claim. She literally just surrendered. But even so, your witness seems to have accepted it. I don't care! I'm Winston Payne, and I don't believe one word that this rookie lawyer said. Fine, let's go check the poison. Well then, Mr. Payne, let me ask you this. Yes? Would you care to try this cold medicine? What?
Just a little earlier, I could have sworn you said, "Oh, you trust her with your life." There. It's all right, rookie. For example, I would trust the witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life. Why don't you put your money where your mouth is? Why don't you put your drugs where your mouth is? So, if she's so trustworthy, then I'm sure there couldn't possibly be any poison in here, right? You see, yes? And here comes a backpedal. Come on now, rookie killer. Show this rookie how it's done. How much trust do you really have for this woman? Are you willing to bet your life? Ah, my head is flying out my beautiful hair. No, no. Oh. That's how you lost your hair. Pretty cool backstory, though. Much cooler backstory than, like, how Nick Fury lost his hair in the MCU. Oh, Mr. Payne, about Miss Dahlia Hawthorne? Yes, Your Honor. I'll file papers for immediate arrest. Tragic, but not surprising. I knew there was something suspicious about her from the very beginning. Don't lie, just admit you were wrong. By the way, Miss Faye. Yes, Your Honor. Oh man, I'm like struggling between putting Dahlia on the thumbnail or putting Winston Payne in the thumbnail. Okay, because Winston Payne has been a recurring character, like not a recurring character, but he's been in all 3 games, you know, as the tutorial prosecutor. Okay, I want to put it. He's been on 3 cases, dude. 3 cases. That's another case. That's one more case than Von Karma herself has been. Okay, why is Von Karma undercover but not Winston Payne of this trilogy? Huh? Winston Payne is in 3 cases. He prosecuted 3 cases compared to Von Karma's easy 2. Okay, we should Von Karma times Payne equals Edgeworth amount of cases so far. Edgeworth's done no, he's actually only done 5. I said no, he's only done 4. He's only done 4 cases. See, it goes Von Karma, then Winston Payne, then Edgeworth. Okay, he's so close to Edgeworth amount of prosecution. Okay, that's how insane it is. Anyways, the point is, I need to think. Winston Payne or Dahlia? Dahlia would look better on a thumbnail because Dahlia is like a more of an interesting character compared to Winston Payne. But like, this is Winston Payne's origin story. Okay, this is how Winston Payne's. This is the first time he really Winston Payne. This is how he got afraid of rookies and lost all his confidence. This is where Mia broke him. Yes, Your Honor. She became the prosecutor killer from here. Was it just me, or did you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne seem to know each other? Your Honor, whether we did or not has no bearing on this case. Very well. Mr. Payne? This can't be happening. It's a nightmare. It's like losing to my daughter. It appears Mr. Payne has lost his spirit along with his hair. Yeah, it really, it's still like that years later. Does the defendant have anything further to say? I mean, you're like 50 years old. I'm sure your daughter can easily win. It can't be true. My dear Dahlia Chu. Very well then. I mean, you're about to reach 50, right? I think your daughter, I don't think it's that surprising if, like, your younger daughter might beat you, especially considering Dad. Very well then. I mean, I beat my dad in arguments all the time. In my opinion, I think in his opinion he wins. That is, I believe I'm ready to pass judgment and bring this trial to an end. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty. Yay! Confetti, 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 confetti. This court is adjourned. Yeah, I beat my dad in arguments. Okay, I'm sure your daughter can beat you in arguments. Well, of course, that's in our opinions. Okay, well, whatever. Defendant lobby, yeah. Mia! You were wonderful in there. Thank you for everything, Mr. Grossberg. During the verdict, I thought my hemorrhoids were going to explode, like Mount Vesuvius. Mr. Grossberg, can you stop talking about your hemorrhoids? I mean, do you, maybe think you should stop talking? But I was right about the hemorrhoids. That's rather rude. Anyway, this case really made me think. What does it really mean to have a relationship of mutual trust with a client? I mean, he did stop talking about hemorrhoids eventually, when he met Phoenix and Maya and all that stuff. Props to us, we veteran lawyers who have lost sight of this. Oh, Mr. Wright, congratulations. Thanks. You know, I was thinking. Go on. The dolly that I saw up there on the witness stand, I don't think that was really her. What? Yeah, the Dahlia I know could never have said those kinds of terrible things. Maybe she was like, I don't know, a fake or something? Boy, this poor kid still hasn't got a clue. You need to forget about her, Mr. Wright, for your own sake. Yeah, you're right. That's probably for the best. Also, you need to relax a bit more. Try to grow up a little. But, out of all my friends, everyone says I'm the most grown up. Eek! What kind of company does this guy keep? I mean, Larry Butts, and then Edgeworth is not his friend at this point, so... Right now, I'm studying to become a lawyer myself. Oh, so that we can meet your friend who is more grown up than you. That's what he keeps saying. But I thought you were in the art department. Well, yeah, I am. But there's a friend I desperately want to help. And if I hurry, then I should still be able to save him in time. I see. Same as Faye. A lawyer is someone who can help people when they're in trouble, right? Mr. Wright, I'm telling you this myself. But I think that's exactly what a lawyer is. Okay, I'm going to do it. I'll study my butt off. I'll become a lawyer for sure. I hope we see each other again someday. Maybe even in court. We do. For one case, and then she dies. It's been 5 years since I was acquitted of all charges. I became a lawyer like I planned, and managed to save my friend, but Mia has passed on to a better place. For me, this trial brings up a lot of painful memories. But, Turnabout Sisters, it also brings up some very precious ones. And memories that I thought would never rise to the surface again. Mia's gone now, but even so, I can hear her in my mind. Phoenix, no matter what, always believe in your client. In a court of law, the greatest weapon is your belief. Oh, you know how she kept shaking her head so that way she can show off both of her eyes instead of just one eye, but that's during the very night she did a haircut so that way she's more confident, right? So pretty cool. Kind of reflects that, right? She starts. I don't know. I'm trying to. I can't do. I need face cam to do this, but she tilts her head so that way the strand of hair that's covering her eyes, right? It's uncovered so that way she can show off her confidence. Okay, I can't even see me. Okay, whatever. When she's cooking, right? And and when she became a better lawyer, she got a haircut and she showed off her confidence. 5 long years. Kind of reflects what she was doing. I don't know how to explain that. I'm sorry! She had longer hair covering her eye. She would show off both of her eyes with her tilt of her head when she was getting confident. And then she eventually got more confident that she just did a haircut that showed off both of her eyes all the time. Yeah, something like that. I was trying to say that. Pretty cool. Something has happened that's made me think back to her words of wisdom. But that is a story for another day. Well, that was a great episode 1. Most memorable one. Excuse me, I burped. Okay, seriously, listen, I'm becoming a Let's Play YouTuber. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna have to burp more often, okay? That's by accident, though. Maya! Hi, Maya! You'll be back. And is this a New Steel Samurai? We get a lot of superheroes in this. Okay. But yeah, let's go save our progress. Well, that was definitely exciting. That was a great tutorial case. That was the best first case I think we've had in the trilogy. Really awesome. I feel like the last turnabout wasn't that memorable. First turnabout, it also wasn't that good, but it also had it's the first case of the entire series. It had that iconicness into it because of all the characters we were introduced to. But this case had an even better impact than the very first case. Okay, that was really cool the way they handled this case. Pretty awesome. Well, that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Like and subscribe, guys. I gotta start saying that more often. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see y'all next time. Good.